Hi, folks. Welcome back to Critoscope's Corner. Pollster Frank Luntz. If Trump defies polls again, my profession is done. I like Frank. Actually, I think he means well. He tries. Biden leads in polls, though some are skeptical of a Biden win given the 2016 presidential upset. Now, there's some stuff about Hunter Biden, but we'll talk about that another time. Republican pollster Frank Luntz told Fox News' Brett Baer on Thursday night that his profession is done if President Trump wins re-election come November 3rd and proves the national polls were wrong yet again. I hate to acknowledge it because it's my industry, at least partially, but the public will have no faith, no confidence. Right now, the biggest issue is the trust deficit. Luntz said in response to Baer asking how pollsters were fair if they were wrong in predicting the 2020 presidential election. Pollsters did not do a good job in 2016, so if Donald Trump surprises people, if Joe Biden had a 5 or 6 point lead, my profession is done. National polls largely show Biden with the lead over Trump within 2 weeks of the general election. Real Clear Politics, which pulls together several national polls and takes the average, shows Biden up by 7.9 points, though in battleground states, the former vice president is only up by 3.8, well within a margin of error, which generally hovers around plus or minus 4 points. Hillary Clinton was projected to win in 2016, with polling consistently similar to Biden's. 538's election project gave Clinton an 86% chance of winning during this point in the last presidential race. Biden is currently projected to win by an 88% probability. Still, some polls here show a tighter race than they're polling this time around. The New York Times projected Hillary had a 91% chance of beating Trump 2 weeks prior to the 2016, but the Times is only projecting that Biden has a 50% chance of beating Trump. You've got to give Trump a minor victory because he'll bring some undecided voters home, and it's closed the race a little bit, Luntz told CNBC's Squawk Box Friday. But in the end, I think Joe Biden won the war. Clinton also faces obstacles that Joe Biden is not necessarily struggling with. Clinton was running in a post-Obama administration era, and reports after the 2016 upset show her votes were intrigued by Trump's unusual, non-political behavior and ready for a shift in Washington. Yeah, that's not going to happen this time because he's a known commodity now, so it's a little different. The other major factor that will come into play during the 2020 election is a number of voters who are disillusioned with the 2016 presidential race and opted not to vote at all. Although more people are expected to vote early during the 2020 presidential election, opposed to waiting until Election Day to vote in person, more than 38% of the number of votes cast in 2016 have already been reported in 2 weeks remaining until the general election, according to the U.S. Election Project. Democrats so far have cast their vote at nearly double that of Republicans, though as early voting stations are open, the ratio will likely just start to even out. I just did a video. Can Trump win? I don't know. Can he? I fear. I put his chances about 60% in the video. That's my personal opinion, and that's just a number you just come up with. You figure it out in your head with the crowds and the people, and it's going to be a dogfight. And you know the sad part really is, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be a dogfight at all. It's just amazing to me. I hope the American people will not vote emotionally, but logically, I really do. Because if the Republicans hold on in the Senate, there's some hope of a firewall. But with the House and the presidency and the Democrats come, especially those Democrats, I am incredibly fearful. I'm so fearful for this country. I'll be 64 next month. I'm not going to live forever, so it won't affect me a lot, but it'll certainly affect my business that I still have, that I'm still struggling with. I should have retired a long time ago, but unfortunately government pretty much screwed me. Can Trump pull the inside straight again? It's unlikely, but us Trump followers out here are on pins and needles, but we're cautiously optimistic. And I'll tell you the truth, it's not because I used to be a Democrat, I'm not anymore. It's because this choice is so crystal clear. It's unbelievably obvious. If you vote with your intelligence and not your emotions, you will make the right choice. Anyway, folks, there it is. Maybe Frank is right. Maybe at least the methodology they used for these polls, maybe that is dead. I don't think his industry is dead. But the methodology they use, obviously, is not correct. We'll have to see. Time will tell. Anyway, folks, thanks for listening. Thanks for your attention. And until next time, goodbye and good luck.